What kind of stuff are they giving you the most trouble about in terms of censorship?
Like,
nudity or
like
language?
waking up.
Just getting out of bed in the morning?
They just have it in their minds that they want to hire somebody, but they don't want any communication with them. You know, they want to like make you into something. I don't know. It's like, I guess it goes into white homes. They're worried about that a lot.
What do they? Yeah, you know, it's funny. Gwen Barrett, our associate producer, or sometime producer, is black. You know, and Carmen Matias is
You have to
Hispanic.
be colored to be on television. You can't,
Yeah, colored.
yes, you can't be black. You have to have a little colored in there. Just a taste.
Tad.
Yeah, just to keep it interesting for America.
Yeah. Well, she said, we were talking about your humor, that your humor offends white people. And I'm not that easily offended. Like, I'm not coming from a spot where Richard Pryor is going to offend me. I think you have humor that makes us see a lot of the truth and laugh at things we wouldn't normally laugh at. I think that's part of what you're doing. What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to February 1st, 2021. God, we don't live 2020 over again, do we? It is your host, Crimson 60620, And I am here tonight a lot later than I expected. I was expecting a fucking phone call today, and I overslept. And that fucking needles my ass. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I this is one of those times where I was supposed to actually start streaming a little bit earlier today, and I didn't. I fucking fell asleep. Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's just like I'm pissed at myself because I was expecting a phone call from somebody, and I fell asleep and I missed that phone call, and that shit just fuck. Well, what you have here is is another fucking great stream. I do want to thank everybody who's watched. Yeah, I'm an hour later than what I'm normally supposed to start. It's been a trying fucking few days. I was supposed to stream over the weekend, but I didn't, and I'm sorry for that, guys. It's besides the fact that Chicago was hit with a half a foot of snow, or was it a foot of snow? I don't fucking know. And wow, it's just been one of those. It's been one of those weeks, and yeah, it doesn't get any fucking better from here. Anyway, one of the things that I don't care about being late for, not that I don't care about you guys' time, but I don't care about being late for is because I'm off this tomorrow, meaning that I work fucking Saturday. So yeah. Anyway, I wanted you guys help with something, and maybe you guys can actually help me out with something. And as with always, I want to thank my lovely Patreons who help support the channel. You guys help grow the channel and help make sure that I can actually bring you like some of the better or more polished content, I should say. And what I was trying to actually decide, okay, so I am a big I'm a big weeaboo, and like if you guys haven't seen this, let's just bring it up. Okay, so I'm a big weeaboo, right? And this is actually my wish list. So if you ever look down in the description of my YouTube channel, you see my wish list, and this is it. Now, where is it at? I am somebody that likes blade weapons. See, dagger. Recently purchased this off my wish list. This is a 17-inch blade. A total of about, I think it was like 22 inches. And God, I actually wanted to look and see which fucking blade to actually get. So I need you guys' help, right? And the reason why I bring this up because Patreon came around and I wanted to add to the decorum. Now, my question is, I'm trying to figure out which actually blade to get next. And it was the 2-piece full tang, 28 inches overall, mind you, 28 inches overall. 2 Ninja Katana swords, machetes. So these are basically machetes. If you're thinking about it, short swords, with nylon sheath and black Chinese engraved blade edition. So short swords. So if you ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's not exactly like Zuko's swords, but it is like Zuko's swords. That's one. Another one that I was thinking about is, was it this one? I don't fucking know. I think it was this one. This one is 41 inches overall. Oh, went to the wrong one. Okay, this is 41 inches overall. This is go back. This is stainless steel blade. Samurai Edition, and this one is $28. $28. What did I say that? So overall, it hasn't been said anything special. So yeah, okay. Now this is the coup de grace, and you actually see this one. This is a katana dragon samurai sword, real swords with metal blades, Japanese martial arts training sword, practice sword, tactical ninja sword, real sword, samurai costume sword. Now this one is the one I was looking at. This is a samurai katana sword series. It is a 27-inch blade. So the blade itself is about 27 inches. You can probably think that the hilt is probably another 10 inches. So probably 10 to 11 inches. So probably about 40 inches overall. This is carbon steel, wood scabbard, multi-use sword. So I'm just going to leave it there and let you guys know. We're going to see...
what kind of stuff are they giving
hold on.
Like,
Go away. Yes. We're gonna see which blade actually should I get for you guys. Like, if you can leave a description down in the comments of which blade I should actually get. If you're watching, please hit that like. It's 5 people watching. I don't know how many likes I've gotten right now, but if you're watching, hit that like. Leave a comment of which sword I should actually get. I would announce it by the end of the week of which sword I would actually get. Or if you are so inclined, you can actually go on the wish list and actually get, actually decide which sword I should actually get. It is on my Amazon wish list. I know I want to purchase the... I was actually told by my neighbor who actually likes swords himself. He was like, get the twin machete ninja swords. And I'm like, but he was like, they're functional, full metal. I was like, but I want the actual one. And I'm being a weeaboo now. So, yeah, I know I'm being that person. Speaking of which, give me a little bit more light here. Yep, sorry about that, guys. All right, that has it. And like I said, if you want to help make the decision, like, go ahead and like the wish list is there, and or just type it in the chat down in the description. Anyway, where we go. So. One of the things that I did want to actually say, and I want to welcome you guys to Black History Month. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I am such a nerd, Vegeta. Anyway, what's up, man? I want to welcome you guys to Black History Month. And with welcome you guys to Black History Month, this is the month that in the USA we highlight the appreciation of what Black culture has actually done for the USA. And it's been a number of different various reasons why we actually celebrate Black History Month in February, which I may go over later on in the month. But one of the things that I want to actually say is a big contribution that we as a people have actually given the larger society more or less a certain subset of society. We've given the fucking police a reason to fear shit because they're batshit fearful when they're batshit crazy. Now, I've fucking done a video, and I'm sorry to be so animated, because I've done a video about this shit before. You know what I've done a video about before? About fucking cops treating kids as if they're if they're adults. They're so fearful and they're so willing to exercise their power because they're scared. They're fucking stressed. Oh, boo-hoo. Fuck these people. When I say fuck these people, I mean these people have a fucking issue. And let's go into the video that has been making the rounds as of late. Let's go.
Come on. I'm gonna bounce for you and I don't want to. So sit back. Then sit back. Come on. This is your last chance, otherwise pepper spray's going in your eyeballs. Come on, let's go.
Alright, keep me safe for a minute.
Come on. I want my dad. Come on. I'm gonna go get him. Now sit back. Come on. I will fix it. I will fix it.
Dear, why you just stop for a second and take a deep breath. Hey, just stop.
Please. I will get your dad.
No, you said that you were gonna pepper spray me. No, please, no, stop.
Sit back.
Oh, I got a bad arm.
Just spray her.
No, I have
Just
a
spray
bad
her at this
arm.
point.
Stop. Stop.
Dear,
Stop.
I got her. I got her.
Please wipe my eye. Wipe my eye, please.
All right, let's fucking freeze frame right here. Now we're gonna get back to one thing in a minute. So we have the cop that is actually recording the body cam footage. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cops, and let's just go back just a little bit. Let's mute this because I'm getting disgusted. Let's see. So we have the woman who put her in. Oh, so that's. He walks past. So we have. We have 2 on this side of the camera. 3, 4, 5, 6. What, 6? Oh, go back. We have 6. Let's see. And let's hear the rest of it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable, right? Unfucking believable. All right, so we have at least 6 fucking cops. 6 fucking cops. To what? Arrest a 9-year-old? A 9-year-old. 6 fucking cops to arrest a 9-year-old who's begging to see her dad. Wow. It's not like we've had a fucking civil rights movement about getting the suspect into her car. Suspect. A fucking 9-year-old. It took 6 cops. 6 cops. 6 cops. And this is fucking Rochester. Oh God. Haven't we learned a lot about Rochester? Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, from a different angle. Oh, wow. Let's see what the fuck this is gonna be about.
Our first look at the body cam footage from Rochester police.
What is going on? How can I help?
What started as a family trouble call ended with a 9-year-old girl in the back of a police cruiser, handcuffed, then pepper sprayed.
No, that's the news story.
I got her.
Oh, fun.
Yes, you're gonna be fine. Stop. Stop.
get in no car until I see my dad. Please don't stop. No.
Dear.
Stop.
I got her.
I got her.
You're gonna be fine.
I want my dad. I'm not getting in no car until I see my dad.
Dear, just stop for a second.
I want my dad.
Control 47, I'm in the...
I want my dad. No.
Stop.
I want my dad. Wait, can I just please get the snow off of me?
I'll get the snow off you.
It's cold.
You've had your chance.
Get in the car now!
Okay?
Okay?
You've had your chances.
I want
What are
my
you doing?
I want
What are
my
you
dad.
doing?
I want
Because
my
you're gonna go to jail now too.
I want my
Have a
dad.
seat,
Wait,
dear.
I just want to see my dad, please. For the last time. I want my dad. Dad, stop.
Sit up.
Stop.
Sit up.
No.
You're acting like a
I
child.
want to go.
Stop.
I am a child.
Wow! What the fuck? What the ever looking fuck? You just have to listen to this shit. You just have to listen to this shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck these guys. Fuck them. Fuck these motherfuckers. Because if I ever saw any cop like this doing it to any fucking child, I would be put in the fucking box. Fuck these guys. Every fucking one of these motherfucking cops needs to have their ass fired, a badge taken away, so they won't have guns, pepper spray, anything else, so they can be a fucking regular sentences and put in general population. Fuck these guys. The fact that this motherfucker says that she's acting like a child for a 9-year-old? For a 9-year-old. Fuck these guys. Fuck these guys. You know the police union try to say, well, it's stressful dealing with adults and dealing with... This is a fucking child. Fuck these guys.
I want to call him.
I will call him. Sit back. Come on, they are losing their patience. Okay? Come on.
Dear, why
Okay.
you just stop for a second and take a deep breath. Hey,
Please don't.
just stop.
Please. I will get your dad.
No,
Otherwise,
you said that you were going to pepper spray me. No, please don't. Stop.
sit back.
Oh, I got a bad arm.
Just spray her.
No, I have
Just
a
spray
bad
her at this
arm.
point.
Stop. Stop.
She says I have a bad arm. And because they lost their fucking patience, fuck these guys. Fuck these guys. Because they losing patience. And they wonder why black kids, brown kids, have no trust for the police. Fuck these guys. Have they not fucking learned? Have they not fucking learned that we see this shit? It's just like that bullshit ass cop in fucking Boston that bragged about running over police protesters. Fuck these guys. I don't care if it's a white child. I don't care if it's a black child. I don't care if it's a Hispanic child. Fuck these guys. We have too many cases of fucking cops abusing their fucking power because they're irritated. I have a video on my channel When they fucking arrest a 7-year-old in school, his arms are so small they can't even put him in fucking handcuffs. And we worried about, and people are worried about, well, you don't want to defund the police, back the blue. Fuck these guys. And they even said it. The officer that they brought to calm the situation down says we're just gonna pepper spray you. Fuck these guys. Fuck these guys. And I know good and goddamn well that these bastards, all of them, think that they did what was right. Fuck these guys. And anybody that feels that they did what's right, fuck you too. They chased down a 9-year-old and wrestled her to the ground and then wrestled her into a police car. Wait, what is that video still on my channel? I know it's still on my channel, but hold on. Let's like open a new tab. I'm just bringing it up. Give me a second. I'm looking for the video. I don't remember what I named it, but fuck. The fact that I actually have, this will make, like, and I usually don't tackle this shit. Oh, here it goes. And excuse me if it seems, if the presentation seems bad. I was still trying to find my style. But let's happen. In that exchange, you actually see the exchange. Yes, got him. Now, do you just see that shit? He's getting ready to fucking body slam her. Now, the principal is like, hey, just stop. Like, just comply. And how many times have you seen where it's just like, hey, African Americans, if you're not doing anything wrong, you won't get in trouble. But look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. Look at this shit. I know it's like Inception, but because he was pissed. What's the number one unwritten rule in the fucking country? Never piss off a police officer, because it's gonna be your fault. Yeah. Fuck. I don't know what to say anymore. I fucking don't know what to say. Like, this shit, every time I sees it, it fucking moves me to such fucking anger. I have a 13-year-old about to be 14. What the fuck am I supposed to tell her? I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. And you know what? Like I said, I'm going to call this shit out. I don't give a damn who it is. I don't. The fact that we actually have a school to prison pipeline, the fact that we have where, you know, Copsfield and Bowdoin, and these motherfuckers, like, these motherfuckers are just, if you want to be a cop, if you think that the best way of helping your community is grabbing a gun and wielding some fucking power, you have a fucking issue. You have an issue. And I know, I get it. The whole all cops are bastards it sounds bad. But if you ain't seeing motherfuckers actually resigning their for fucking position after seeing shit like this, after time after time after time of motherfucking kids being fucking handled like they're adults, and adults being executed in the fucking street because a cop is too fucking lazy to chase a criminal down, or I don't know, make sure if somebody's not an imminent threat, the fucking criminal runs away, and then they later come back and get the police work. If you ain't resigned off of seeing shit like this, I have to call you a bastard. I don't give a fuck if you've been a cop for 20 years, 2, 6. I don't give a fuck. Shit like this. No. When you have motherfuckers resign off of, well, what, like, you guys remember who was that motherfucker? Yeah, Buffalo. Surprising, right? And let's go for this one. Let's go this one.
The loudest condemnation this morning is for police in Buffalo. A moment of violence caught on camera, and we're going to show it to you, and you should be prepared because it's very difficult to watch as a man in his 70s is knocked down by officers.
This is during the Black Lives Matter protests.
He is fleeing! He's out of here! He's out of here! He's bleeding out of his ear! Get him at it!
Oh shit, I didn't even actually show it. Let's go back and watch that shit again.
He's bleeding out of his ear! He's bleeding out of his ear! He's bleeding out of his ear! Get him at it!
They pushed the motherfucker down. He hit his motherfucking head. Now, this is a fucking Jesuit priest. I believe he was a Jesuit priest. But he was a priest, and he's been a civil rights activist for decades. But because, well, you disrespect the police, any force you get is what you deserve. This is why we say, defund the police. It's bad optics, it sounds bad, and all this other good bullshit. But when it's a point where motherfuckers need to use all their fucking money and resources to do overwhelming force, and shit like this happens, fuck them. Wow, I know this video segment is not going to get anywhere near the love that we need it to be. But as far as it goes, anyway, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, fuck these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck it's my child or not. If I see this shit happening, I'm saying something. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you and law enforcement that deals with this and makes excuses for it. I'm sorry, guys. Shit like this kind of boils my blood. I don't see how people make excuses for this shit. You know what I mean? It's like, it's one of those things where it's just like, we know, we see this shit. And if you think that your job is so stressful that you have to fucking do this, and you need to get a new job. I'm sorry. This is not the job for you. If you feel that your job is so stressful that you get upset or you get provoked or you get just angry or just little things to set you off, it's time for you a new job. How should we fix this? For one, fucking psyche valves every fucking 6 months. Treat these motherfuckers like they did in The Man in Black. Fuck that. Yes, treat the motherfuckers like they did. Psyche valves, fucking CAT scans. Like, let motherfuckers be absolutely fucking evaluated every fucking 6 months. And even at the hint of having a fucking issue, you gone. We'll give you like 2 years to find you a new job, but you gone, because shit like this is the reason why people don't fucking trust the police. They complain about Chicago being violent. It's because motherfucking the police are the biggest fucking gang in Chicago. And you'll be more likely to be fucked by fucking the police than gang members. Oh, but we got to back to blue. Thin blue line and all that other good bullshit. Fuck out of here. Man. Whew. Anyway, guys. Let's talk about something on a lighter note. So, hey, guess what? So, in a little bit over 2 weeks, February the 16th, I'm going to be 39 years old. Yes, my birthday is coming up. And to quote a phrase from the chat, because my birthday is in February, I'm black, bliggity black. Black. Yeah, I stole that shit from you, Vegeta. Now what? What are you going to say? What the fuck are you going to say? Anyway. Shit. No, my birthday is in 2 weeks. A little bit over 2 weeks. It's gonna be the day after President's Day. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with it yet. I hopefully would have a decision made by the swords. By then, you guys are gonna see it up on the wall. I have a nice little place for it. Speaking of which, oh yeah, you guys didn't see. Actually, did better on my wall. I'm gonna put another sword right above that one painting in the end, kind of balance it out the next time I get it. And I'm missing the sword above the Guardian's picture right in the middle because fix that camera. Oh shit. Fucking camera stand, yo, is jinky as shit. I have it right here. Yay. Yeah. Fuck my camera. All right, cool. Yeah. So I usually try to go to the auto show here in Chicago around my birthday, and it was something I took my daughter to every year. except for last year, we just straight up went to an arcade. Like, there's this arcade around here that like has a shit ton of classic games. It is something that it's called Galloping Ghosts, and they actually have a YouTube page. So if you ever go, they have a web page, and if you ever want to see like what it actually is, you pay $20 to go and play unlimited amount of games, unlimited continues, and it's actually really really fun. I know they also have a special package for keyboards, not keyboards, pinballs. Wow, where did I get keyboards from? It's actually pretty fucking fun. I've also took a couple of dates there, and it's just one of those things. If you ever grew up in the 90s, in the early 2000s, and you know what arcades are before what we've done with home consoles, it's fucking amazing. Like, they have games like the X-Men arcade game, all of the Ninja Turtle arcade games. They have even some home console games that they put on the board. Like, they have all the Mortal Kombats, from 1 to I think like 4. Shit. It's fucking hilarious and it's fucking fun. Like I said, it's not that far from my home. It's not that far from where I used to live, and surprisingly, it's not far from the home that I have now. It's about 30 minutes drive, but yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, all the good arcades are actually closing, and one of the things that actually has been it's like, because of home consoles, you find a few and fewer arcades. Now, of course, if you go into the like amusement parks, like there are a couple around here. One that's not that far from me. Again, and I say far as relative speaking. It's called Haunted Trails that I actually like. They have an arcade. They have some of the newer games. They have several different locations around. But yeah, arcades are like a dying thing, and you know, it was more than just playing the video games. It was getting that competition and that local competition and shit. And it's just like, it's one of those things that I feel that is like, nowadays, of course, in the Rona, of course, it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, I don't want to go into a small enclosed space with like 50 people in one fucking area breathing heavy and sweating hard because they're trying to get the best combo and like shit like that. Like, yeah, no, fuck. But like in the before times, it was actually fun. But anyway, I'm doing all this to kind of build back up my mental reserves. And like, of course, this is the weekly torture section where we're going to talk about Coach Red Pill. And I know you guys saw it in the last story when I was kind of pulling it up. But we're going to do a Coach Red Pill video. And, well, let's see. So, one of the things that I always hate people that's when they do it, right? I hate when people take certain phrases and it's misremembered. It's fucking taken totally out of context. Like, you know the phrase, blood is thicker than water? That's the complete fucking opposite of what it actually means. The actual phrase is, the blood of the brotherhood is thicker than the waters of birth. Meaning that the group or association that you pledge to, the brotherhood, as you will, has deeper ties than people that you're just born with. And I find that generally true, even though we as a society try to enforce that family is family and your family should always be there. And to an extent, that should be true. But that's only based off of having your actual choice. Not just sticking around because, oh, we're family. No, you should actively choose to build a relationship with people. What's another one? Nice guys finish last. Another misquote because it was a reporter talking to a runner. And he literally quoted, like, these are all nice guys, but they will finish last because he was like the champion runner. And then we have this right here. This, when people confuse kindness with weakness. Now, let's go back to the original fucking Al Capone, kindness. This is the original quote. And bear with me, guys. Now, if you know Al Capone, he was a wise guy, right? He was the guy that was just the motherfucker, right? And the quote actually is, hey, what's up, Ziggurat? The quote is, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I'm kind to everyone. But when someone is unkind to me, weakness is not what you're going to remember. It was a quote saying that, hey, I'm going to be kind to you. Be kind to me. But when you're unkind to me, oh, you're going to remember me. And speaking of which, it is February, actually less than 2 weeks removed from the St. Valentine's Day massacre. And well, Al Capone did know how to send Valentine's Day notifications. But let's go on with this Coach Red Pill and see what he's fucking saying. Oh my fucking God. Okay. We're going to breathe. We're going to take this and we're going to work with it. We got to do 1.5. Okay. Let's go.
It's very common for people to confuse kindness with weakness, where you're trying to be a decent person, a nice guy, and they think that because of that, they can take advantage of you. This has certainly happened to me.
Oh, God. No. Fuck no. Let me guess the tone of this video. Okay, because it's Coach Red Pill, he's playing to these nice guy TM. And he's going to say how, 1, you shouldn't be a nice guy. 2, women don't like nice guys. 3, you should be an asshole because that's how you get what you want. And he's going to say that some asshole was being an asshole to him and he lost something, but now he knows not to be a nice guy, even though it may suck because he's really a nice guy. I haven't watched this video, but I think that's the suspicion that I'm getting from this video, just knowing Coach Red Pill and how fucking stupid and dishonest he is. Okay, let's go.
Me, and it's incredibly annoying, and it's incredibly disruptive when the hard side of me, the stronger side of me, comes out. You know, they've thought, oh, he's such a nice guy all the time. You know, CRP is so cool, and this and that, he's so nice, and then all of
Wait, nobody said CRP is so cool. Nobody has ever said that ever. Fuck. Nobody has ever said that ever. Let's go.
All of a sudden, you know, the claws come out because somebody is messing with something I don't want them to mess with, or they're not doing what I want them to do or whatnot. And then all of a sudden they think I'm an asshole, that I'm evil, and this and that, the other. And they're like, oh, he's totally not what I thought, right? It actually is a problem. Yeah, because what's going on is that people had a particular view of who you were. And then all of a sudden, when the claws come out, they have a completely different view of you. And that disparity is cognitive dissonance. Yeah, to use highfalutin psychological phrases, cognitive dissonance. Yeah, they thought one thing about you.
Yeah, he sped up. He's actually talking at a normal speed. I normally have him at a 1.25, but I'm gonna turn him back down to 1.25. But I want to actually pay attention to something that he just fucking said. So he actually says that, you know, sometimes you flip. Now, of course, this was more recent video, where he complained about his father actually flipping the script and just being emotional to him and shit like that, right? It's been more of he complained that his father didn't have a line, and when he did have a line, it was so hard, it was so easy to cross, and you know, his father would just get upset at him for no fucking reason where he didn't really know the boundaries. But it sounds like he's saying this shit. Now, I know it's been about it actually was a year between the two videos, because this was done in 2019, and that last video we saw well, not the last video, but one of the last videos that we did with Coach Red Pill was December of last year, of 2020. It's almost as if he can't hold internal consistency into the shit that he says. I don't give a fuck that it doesn't make sense, but it's almost as if he can't have internal consistency. Like some type of hypocrisy. I know how to say hypocrite, but it's an inside joke that some people would get.
And it turns out something completely different, okay? This happens more often than you would think, especially with people who have strong personalities, people who aren't willing to take shit. This happened to me a lot, whereby I would show like the nice guy side, and I tend to be very much of a people person, and I like it when other people like me. And so on social situations and exchanges, right, I tend to be not passive.
He's a sycophant! Oh my God! Coach Redfield is a sycophant. It all makes sense. So, let's just talk about this. One of my phrasisms is every petty tyrant is a sycophant that actually got his turn. And what did it just say? I usually want people to like me, and I try to like people, but whenever it's turned against him, he becomes a petty tyrant. Well, petty tyrants and sycophants are the same thing. And he wants to be liked. And he's supremely stupid. He always thinks he's right even though he's fucking wrong. Oh my God. Did Coach Red Pill and Trump do a face-off? Oh. Okay, fuck the QAnon joke, but still. Like, no, this is sycophant behavior. Like, okay, guys, I want to say this. I want you guys to respect me. If you like me, you like me, cool. You know, you're watching the channel, thank you, but I want respect. Not even fear, I want respect. I don't give a care if you personally like me. Like, I really want respect. But motherfuckers like this don't like me. Please like me. I'm a nice guy. Please like me. Please like me. Fuck out of here. But let's continue.
We're compliant, but I try to get people to like me. And I agree with them, whatever they're saying. But when you get to a point where...
Wait, did he just say that I try to get people to like me? And I agree with it? Like, yes, sycophant. This Coach Red Pill is a sycophant. Oh my God. Wow. Let's continue.
You know, you're messing with what I want or my things. I'm going to pull out the claws and I'm going to be a fucking asshole. And that's when they stop liking me. Oh yeah. So there are two approaches to the situation. Either you can be an asshole all the time, and so there's no cognitive dissonance, and people know that you're an asshole, and that's that, right? Or if your conscience or who you are, you just want to be kind to people, but at the same time, you don't want them to confuse that kindness with weakness, well, then you have to put a little bit of a display every once in a while, and you got to be smart about it. And let me explain. You see, it's all good and fine to be nice.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, so I have to use my words in complete sentences. It was some critique and criticism that I got before, so I'm trying to use more words. So let's actually rewind and actually see what he's actually talking about. So you have to do performative displays of how much of an asshole that you are in order to get people to fear you, not to fuck with your shit. Like, I don't fucking get that. Like, wait, I have no problems whatsoever of actually seeing someone as someone not to be fucked with. I don't. Like, and you don't even have to be an asshole. As a matter of fact, I think default is don't fuck with people, and maybe you can respect them. But when you think that you can just automatically fuck with people or people can actually fuck with you, I think that's a problem. And I think this feeds, like, this whole idea of him feeding into, well, you have to be a nice guy until people fuck with you, and then you have to do performative displays of, like, no, you don't. Like, people know not to fuck with me. And yes, sometimes I do have to get out of pocket, but people know not to fuck with me. One of the reasons why I don't just agree to whatever somebody says because I want them to like me. No, I'm going to be myself. It is weird and as weeable as I am, I'm going to be myself. I think these people generally feel that kindness is weakness. You can be kind without showing weakness. As a matter of fact, that goes back to the quote. Yeah, that goes back to the quote where Al Capone actually was saying. Nobody thought Al Capone was weak. Nobody thought that. Nobody fucking thought that. But what they did recognize and what he was actually saying, don't push me and forget who the fuck I really am. But these motherfuckers literally think that kindness is weakness. Wow. Let's continue.
But you have to sort of like show to people in the environment that you're in that you're not going to be a pushover. And the way to do that is if something happens where you're going to stand up for yourself very firmly and perhaps even aggressively. And in that situation, you have to make sure that the other people in your milieu, the other people in your environment, see you dealing with this situation, see you dealing with this challenge, see that you're a nice guy to them. But when shit gets heavy, when the chips are down, when the claws need to come out, they're going to come out and you're going to fucking be tough, hard. Yeah. And these other people, they got to see you do that. Yeah.
Okay. So this whole performative, like, it's almost building someone himself up to say like, oh yeah, I'm really a pushover, but I need to actually show that I can be like, no, fuck no. The fact is, when you actually see this shit, you know when somebody's a fucking paper tiger in the wind. The fact that you have to have a display of some sort of power in order to know people shouldn't fuck with you lets me know that you would bend over and show your asshole to be like, if you thought that will make it seem like people should like you. Oh, come on, just show your unexposed underbelly because it's fun. That's not how shit works, man. That's not how things work. You don't need to be an asshole. You don't need to be Mr. I'm going to. You don't need to be Mr. I'm going to fucking either be flip a switch to show how fucking hard you are. That just shows your fucking weakness, dog. You have to be performantly. You have to show this performative toxic masculinity to show that you're strong. No. Some of the strongest fucking characters I've seen in film, in television, in fucking video games are one that don't have to display their strength. With this performative, over exuding sense of don't fuck with me. You ever seen those guys, like, you see in the movies, and usually it's the big black guy, and sometimes that may play a part into systematic racism and systematic injustice, where it's just like, hey, I'm gonna, and then you look at them, you're like, oh shit, I'm not gonna fuck with you. They're not rah or yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass. They're like, don't fucking try it. And those words go unsaid. There are literally characters in film, in movies, where they may be the most demure, small, minute person. Sometimes women, sometimes men, sometimes children. That when you look at them and shit goes sideways, or people think to shit's going to go sideways, they give a look with a smile. And you say, oh, that's the person that we don't want to fuck with. And it's never foaming at the mouth. Usually the motherfuckers that are foaming at the mouth, you pop them in at one good time and they're fucking laid out. But I'm getting off in the weeds. Let's go.
Beauty of this is that, of course, they see you being very hard on X. Not them, on X. And then all these other people realize, oh yeah, he's a nice guy, but when shit gets heavy, he's not going to have a problem being a son of a bitch. And they're going to respect you more. And point of fact, how can I put this? Niccolo Machiavelli in The Prince wondered aloud whether it was better to be loved or feared. And he said it was better to be feared, because people would confuse somebody who is loved with somebody who is weak. And the fact of the matter is, old Niccolo was right. Machiavelli was completely right. Sometimes, just to save yourself headaches, it's better to be considered a son of a bitch than to be considered a nice guy. Yeah, because you see a lot.
Again, like, wow. Like, do I even have to explain? Yes, Machiavelli did say that it is best that you better be feared than loved. And let's just be honest. Machiavelli, like, outside of the cool fucking depiction that he was in motherfucking Assassin's Creed 2 and the Ezio, the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, he wasn't exactly right. He was ran out of town a couple of times. Now, another thing about that is Machiavelli also did things to show not that the ruler was a nice guy, but he was a competent person. And he will take extreme measures when needed to. That wasn't performantly go and hang somebody or performantly go and execute somebody just for it. It was setting an example that don't fuck with me. And let's be honest. That's not... I don't know if he would have been an incel today, but he definitely would have been a Republican. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay, that was a low blow. But he definitely would have been one of these red pill gurus. Like, because Machiavelli did think that the exercise of power was in its own justification for doing just bullshit stuff. Like, he wrote about the Medici family. He wrote about a couple of things that were happening in the church. And, like, let's just be honest. 15th century politics were shit. And there's a totally different environment that we live in now. But let's continue.
At times when you try to be kind, when you try to be a nice guy not in the cucked out sense, but a nice guy of just being kind and helpful to people and whatnot. See, that very niceness, that very kindness sometimes invites challenges. People will challenge your position precisely because they confuse that kindness that you have with weakness. Sometimes, especially like for instance in business settings or company settings or your occupation, your job, whatnot, it's better to be thought of initially as a son of a bitch, as a mean bastard, and only then, little by little, show that you're a kinder person. To tell you the truth, now that I think about it, that's really been my approach as of late over the last couple of decades. Sometimes I come across too hard initially so that people will know that they can't fuck with me. And only then I start showing myself kinder.
You don't come off as an asshole or yes, okay. I'm amend that statement. You do come off as an asshole, but you come off as a weak asshole. Like, for real, Coach, you're not somebody who I think exudes strength. You're not somebody who I think that actually exudes confidence. You're not somebody who I think that I can't fuck with. See all of the videos that I do about you. And what are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? Good night, Rachel. What the fuck are you gonna do, Coach Redfield? I'm sorry, like I don't get it. What are you gonna do? Goddamn, like, yeah, no, like, no, fuck no. You are not. Oh God. Okay, let's go.
Kinder, rather, excuse me. Only then I start showing that I'm not a total asshole, that I can be kind and I can be helpful and thoughtful, but only after establishing my bona fides of being a son of a bitch. Because people confuse kindness with weakness, and when that happens, yeah. Actually, you know, it's really weird because I had notes on this particular video and I was going to go in a completely different direction, but as I'm talking out my notes and my thoughts on this particular issue, I realized that, yeah, you know, Machiavelli was right. You gotta show toughness. You have to inspire fear in people, especially the people who work for you.
You ever think, and this is one of those things where it's just like, you ever think that the people that use fear as a tool maybe weak little bitches? Like anybody that use the threat or the fear or threat or fear to actually get people to do what they want may not have a good plan. They may not be the best at executing what they need to do. They may come up with stupid reasons or stupid plans to do things just because they feel that I should go to unquestioned. I'm talking about religions. Yes. The actual use of fear in a lot of shit, business, religions, or otherwise, if you are somebody who is in charge and need to use fear to get people to follow you or do what you want, you're weak. You're either weak or you're stupid. Or a combination of both. When you can't logically give a person to do a reason to do what you want without browbeating them, without forcing them, without threatening with things, how fucking weak is that? How much of a lack of imagination do you not have? I've said it before. I've said it multiple times. What he's doing, what I'm doing, with everybody who has not even just a YouTube channel that makes commentary, when everybody has a platform where they're trying to convince you of something, it is propaganda or public relations. When you're using fear to override that parts of people's brain to listen to you, when you're using shame, it shows weakness. I don't fucking get it. Why can't these people see this shit? And you know what? Like, at this point, I don't know. Like, And it's just like when you see this shit, like you really need to actually and I know I gave him like 5 minutes. I've reached my Coach Red Pill limit for the day. But do you actually see that if you need fear to control people, if you need the threat or the implied or otherwise that it is going to be, you have to do it to me because either I'm going to be mad or you're going to be hurt or you're going to miss out on something that is going to be, or you're going to get something that's going to be harmful to you. Yeah, that just shows a weakness, kind or otherwise, that you don't know how to explain your position. But anyway, guys, if I've used my platform and my kindness to actually have you guys like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Oh shit, I hate doing this at the end of my video. Also, if you look down at the bottom, there is a link to my Patreon or my other social media if you want to actually help support the channel. Whew. God damn. So. Yeah, like I don't fucking like. It's always been one of my things where even with my 13-year-old, I've never wanted to actually have my 13-year-old or rule my 13-year-old by fucking fear or by, because I said so. When she was 10, I sat down and had a talk with her like, look, the only reason why I'm going to tell you to do something in any kind of way is because I feel it's a good plan of action. I feel like what I'm asking you to do would actually be helpful. And if you ever questioned what I'm asking you to do, please question. Bring it to me in a respectful way. And I would actually, you are owed me telling you why I believe that this is the best plan of action. And I would explain it to you. Hell, I would even hear out your concerns. And if you feel that what I'm doing is if you feel like you have a better choice of plan of action, cool, let's hear it. Now, this is far from like making the child do everything. Like, no. It's actually fostering, hey, let's work out, let's develop those problem solving skill. Let's develop those weighing out of pros and cons of specific actions. But wow. If you have to use fear to tell somebody to do something, or because I said so, how? Like, what are you teaching people? What are you telling not only are you teaching kids, but what are you teaching society? Fall in line because we said so? No wonder why we have people that are so used to just following in line, right? Anyway. Wow, I'm trying to actually keep it a short segment tonight, guys, but I think I am talking way too much tonight. Oh God. Speaking of short segments, let's go to another. Let's go to another point. So, I'm somebody who kind of bought in. I'm somebody who kind of bought into the alpha, beta, or other good bullshit males, like personality types, where when I first bought into it, I saw it as not a ranking of people or shit like that. I actually saw it as a personality type. And not that I was ever red pill, because I thought that was stupid. And let's be honest, I actually think I developed my empathy for like women when I was younger, because like I had a lot of female friends, and I used to be the guy that they talked to when shit went sideways. And I did it for multiple different reasons. Never to date them, but to understand, like, I guess I would call it at that time my opposition of like how do women think, and then I would use that to my advantage to actually relate to other women. And it actually was beneficial, because I was a friend that somebody can actually lean on, and they can actually lean on that I can lean on them when I had issues. So it was one of those things where it's just like it actually helped me develop my thing. So I never fell down a red pill rabbit hole. And even with personal things that's happened with my life since, I've never understood the whole thing of hating a certain group of people, certain like women or shit like that, because, you know, I know with that particular person that I've had an issue with has done to me, and it's not even them, it's their personality type. It's who they are, not necessarily what gender they are, what creed, what genealogy they come from, what nationality. Like, no, it's a you problem. But like, you get these guys or people in general that make classifications, and then they try to rank these classifications, and it's just one of those things where it's just like, why not isolate that particular person to the shitty things that they do? And yes, sometimes people have a group that they belong to that like predisposes them to a certain behavior sense, but it's not genetic. It's usually environment and what they've actually affected, what's been affected by them and what has affected them. But this whole thing of alpha, betas, and all this other good shit, it's one of those things where it's just like you're using it as an excuse not to understand one particular person. And so I've been fascinated by this whole beta male, alpha man, and all this other good shit. So how did Justin Lee Peterson says, let's talk about beta male energy. So let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another video.
Oh God,
Shout
he's a
out
fast
to the Coach
talker.
Gang for being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. Check out my new books, or my two books, The De-Evolution and The Free Agent Lifestyle. The links are in the description box below. Let's get right into this one and look at the amount of beta male energy that has arisen all of a sudden after this November election thing. I did my election.
Ironically, I don't know, like, if he knows this, but yes, if you're talking about the beta male energy after the November election, yeah, because so many people that wanted to be under Trump, wow, fucking wow. Let's see if he has the same take on it, because I'm looking at people who want to be subservient that don't want to actually think for themselves, and not in the sense of they're stupid, but they want to actually live in a simplified version and live up to the fact that their king said that he's going to be the only one to protect them. But yeah, is he saying that he's not a conservative? Interesting.
Day live stream, by the way, and if you go back to that, I made a prediction that successfully predicted what would happen on the live stream on that particular day. All right, so check
not
that
gonna
out
watch
if
it.
you have any patience for it.
Not gonna watch it.
Outdated, but now I'm seeing here in the last couple.
Wait, it's kind of outdated. So is he saying that he thought Trump would win? I can't muster up the amount of fucks I need to go back and watch it. So no, I don't. Let's see if he's gonna explain it.
Weeks, a lot of people with that beta male energy coming in here. And the beta male energy simply is going to prevail in 2021. Now, I know we've made some great strides bringing in men, giving them red pill information, and these guys are able to use this information with the new knowledge that they've experienced with the women out here, during the quarantine, during the lockdown. And they learned a lot. Some of you guys got stuck in a nice little room with them, in a nice little 1-bedroom apartment. You weren't able to go anywhere. She wasn't able to go anywhere. The gyms were closed. All the excuses to leave and go do monkey double backflips on another guy was gone. No bars, no clubs. All right.
Wait, did he say?
You weren't able to go anywhere. She wasn't able to go anywhere. The gyms were closed. All the excuses to leave and go do monkey double backflips on another guy was gone.
Wait, who is doing monkey double backflips on another guy? Wait, is he saying that the guys didn't have an excuse to go do it, or the women? Huh.
No bars, no clubs, all right? It became difficult, and a lot of her attitude and her demeanor changed because she simply didn't have access to outside attention. And then she saw you there, and then, basically what happens is the weakness in relationships simply got exposed, all right? And so a lot of men are coming back over to this content.
Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is he saying that because a woman didn't want to go out, or couldn't go out because everything was closed, that she wanted all the attention from her man? Like, wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a heterosexual man. I actually like women, and I present as a male, but I like attention too. Fuck, like that's not a woman issue. That's just we live in a society we've been atomized to isolation, and yeah, I don't. Are you really just trying to say that women just need all the attention in the world? Like, the fuck? Oh. Now, is it a problem that we have actually tried to socialize certain people, certain aspects of masculinity and femininity to say to you do this, and we socialize them? But I don't think that's just a woman thing about needing attention. I don't think that's what. Let's just go ahead.
And this content is saving them because now they're realizing, oh man, I got duped. And some of you guys are stuck in red pill rage, which is the worst stage to get stuck in right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. All right. And I'm trying to help you guys. Do not get stuck in red pill rage. All right. That should be the shortest part of the transition into the next stage, which is acceptance. All right. You guys got to accept what it is. Now, I know you were told that there was no, guy coming down the chimney. There was no person dropping eggs all over. And listen, and I had a video about that one time, and they came back and struck it down because, I don't know, maybe a kid will find it. But anyway, you guys, I get it. You guys were duped. You guys, a lot of times the media are controlling your feelings about this situation right now. And then you have to learn on the back end that you got duped. But don't get stuck in the red pill rage. Don't get stuck in that situation where you're angry. Don't get stuck in there where you're just disgusted by the sight of somebody. Don't do it, because that's where you're still getting controlled and manipulated. But what tends to happen is the beta male energy now that people are.
Wait, I'm confused. What the fuck is he talking about? Why would somebody be upset because they're living with their significant other? Like, what? Like, wait, what? I'm so confused. Is he trying to say that we don't know how to be in relationships anymore because of the burden of capitalism where we have to work so much that we don't have enough time to actually spend with ourselves, let alone other people, so we can learn how to relate to ourselves as well as other people. And we have to rediscover that. And something that's happened over the course of the quarantine is that people have had to learn to go back and actually think about the things about who they are and what they want. It's like the old scene from what is it, the Babylon 5, where he's talking to the two quote unquote alien races and they said, who are you and what do you want? Or that scene in like Avatar: The Last Airbender where Iroh is getting pissed at Zuko saying, who are you and what do you want? And capitalism, the way the burden is actually placed on most people, doesn't give you the time, but it just tells you to work your job, keep your head down, and occasionally take time to, get so inebriated because you're so distressed with life. Is that what he's? No, he's saying that sometimes your girl wants too much of the attention. Let's continue.
Going into this 2021, and we still have a lot of uncertainty here in our country, you're going to see a lot of people talking language that is going to be symbolic of the beta male. A lot of them are going to be expressing the emotion. A lot of them are going to be telling people to quit and give up. A lot of them are going to tell people to comply and listen, all right? These are beta male energy emotions.
Wait! Fuck! Wait! What? Hold on. Fuck no! Fuck no! You cannot get away with that bullshit. Fuck no. The fact of the matter is, motherfuckers like this are the same motherfuckers who conservatives. The same motherfuckers who fall in line. The same motherfuckers who preach to the great gospel of I'm your leader, fall in line. How fucking dare you? Now, do we have the shit on the fucking left where people want to browbeat you to fucking follow their opinion? Or yell at you and yell at people and have, Boogaloo Boys on their show, fuck Jimmy Dore. But, do we have that on the left? Yes. But where is it more prominent that people should just fall in line? It's the conservatives. Nobody, and you hear him allude to the shit. And I'm making inferences about what he's saying. But you hear him alluding to the shit of they just want to tell you. This is the 17th. So, no, this was originally recorded on November the 17th. So, this is obviously after Joe Biden has been declared the winner. But you hear him alluding to this shit just fall in line. Just give up. Wait, give up what? Give up what? What beta male energy is going around? As a matter of fact, people on the people that actually would be considered beta males are a lot of these guys who actually value creativity, self-expression, collectivism, and the power of the people to come together to force motherfuckers on top, but highly into freedom of self-expression. But beta males. Okay, let's continue.
Do not give up at any particular point on any damn thing, all right? What you need to do is keep your focus if it is something that you were supposed to be doing. If it was your purpose, if you were designed to do that, if you were having plans to do something, all right? You don't give up.
Now, this is actually good advice as far as not giving up because things get hard. Now, you should reevaluate your plan because with anything, doing the same thing and expecting different results is fucking insanity. But how does that relate to being a beta, alpha, or fucking anything? That's just perseverance. Perseverance in moderation can be a good thing. But what the fuck does that have to do with anything about being a beta male or some shit like that? Fuck. Let's continue.
Because somebody tells you to give up, all right, that is not alpha male energy. That is not masculine energy. Not only that, you got a lot of people crying out here. Every time I look up, there's a sports figure crying. There's a media personality crying. And a lot of these crying, they're crocodile tears, all right? These aren't real tears. These aren't real.
Let's see something. Let's see something. Oh, nope. Is that the video? Is that the video? Is that the video? Come on. Let's see if I can have that video. Let's see it. Let's see it. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is a billionaire beta male? Is a billionaire beta male? No. Is a billionaire beta male? Is a billionaire beta?
It's good to have you here. Thanks for being on.
Nice to be with you.
Let me just get.
We have a administration that is spending money like drunken sailors.
On the fire over
Zero commissions. Your question is, when does it end? I don't think it ends.
There are a lot of tears being felt throughout the business that you made your living in. And I'm curious to get your reaction to this notion of this uprising, a revolt, if you will, against the hedge fund community. The activity that took place in GameStop against some of the short funds, and just this general idea that we're sick and tired of watching hedge funds make all of this money. Hedge fund managers make all of this money. In 2008.
Wealth leads to consumption. And the best way to create wealth is to get the stock market up. The trouble with money, and that's what we're doing now. We have, but...
well, there was...
Oh, fuck, I can't bring it up. I can't find it. I want to find it. Let's, ooh. Oh, here it goes. Come on, play, god damn it. Play it. Oh shit. Billionaire tears is fucking delicious. Fucking play. Fuck. There we go. Play, goddammit. Fucking CNN. You ruined the fucking joke. Fuck it. I'll do it later.
Emotions, these people are manipulating you, and they're using female emotion and single mother raised boy emotions to manipulate you into thought.
Wait. First of all. Hey, Coach Greg, is that what you call yourself? Men have emotions. It's not just horny and anger. Men have emotions. Men have emotions. It just happens. We have pleasure that outside of sex. We have sadness, we have anger, we have happiness, we have longing. I guess longing is an emotion. Like, that's like, my father was in my life. Fuck. I had a mother and father home. Performative masculinity is bullshit, dog. It is. But you probably think that's a beta male energy. No, the fuck it's not. And by the way, I've heard of the Sigma male energy cigarette sauce, and it's a personality type. It's not ranked. It's like personality types. And I'll be glad when people stop this bullshit about ranking type of personalities. But, let's continue.
To ideology, into control. And this is what you have to realize as a man. Now, listen, you can believe what you want to believe about anything, but the minute you see the vast majority of people trying to tug at your emotional heartstrings and not letting you prevail in your logic, then you have to question immediately what are they trying to accomplish? Because women will use emotions. Just imagine, all right, any man on any platform, all right, if they're using this emotion, a female-led emotion, all right, of manipulation and crying and all of these things to get you to believe a certain way about certain things, or they're lying or they're gaslighting you. You guys got to realize that's a tactic that is used successfully by manipulators. Okay? Anybody that hits you with a hardcore truth, those people are simply trying to tell you like it is, all right?
Okay, so I know I just mentioned this in the previous segment, but fuck, like, this appeal to, like, the fact that what you're not doing, dog, you're doing propaganda. You're actually trying to get people to think the way you want them to think. And you're using this smugness, and you're using this whole, you're smart enough, you can logic your way into knowing, into learning, and into discovering the truth because you're smart. You're playing on someone's fucking sense of superiority. You're playing on somebody's sense of confidence, where you're just trying to get them to do what the fuck you want, or believe what the fuck you want, because it's what you're trying to do. And I'm sorry, you're being manipulative as well. This whole sense of logic. Human beings don't know what the fuck logic really is. We try to quantify it, but logic literally is an abstract concept like perfection. Now, if you want to say that you want to use less powerful emotions to decide shit, it's still not always a good fucking decision. This is a motherfucker that would actually look at the logic problem, the trolley problem, and say, oh, no, we're going to make illogical decisions. And still would motherfucking do an illogical thing. The fucking issue is you have your way of actually trying to convince people to do shit, and that's literally what everybody else is doing that has a platform that's trying to tell you shit. Are you so weak that somebody can use an emotional manipulation to fucking change you? That sounds like beta male energy. That you have to tell people to be careful of it because they'll get you that way. Almost as if you've gotten that way. But fuck, let's continue.
Right, and this is what I use on my channel. I don't use any emotions. I don't cry. All right, most of the time I don't scream or kick. All right, I don't call names for the most part. I got little pet names for people like Monkey Simp. All right, but the minute you start to engage in those situations, that's beta male energy. That's manipulation. All right. When you're telling people to give up, when you're telling people to, when you're showing people that you're going to cry or you're going to take something away from them, I'm going to take away from you if you don't comply. All right. I'm going to take away my friendship if you don't. Bro, that is manipulation.
Okay. So and I'm gonna sound like a fucking broken record, but what you're taking away is someone's sense of masculinity, however abhorrent that may be or whatever. What you're taking away is somebody's sense of being reasonable. What you're taking away is someone's confidence that they know that they're a functioning human being. By saying if you fall for this, you're fucked. You're still playing to someone's fucking ego. God damn, how do you not see this? It is fucking, like, I get it. I'm accusing you of the same shit that I'm doing right now. I know that. I recognize that I am trying to play to the better senses, and I say better senses, you know what I mean, of my audience. I'm trying to make sure that I can actually not only use reason and logic, but also compassion, kindness, and caring to my audience to actually see things my way. And I would encourage them, if they want to disagree with me in the comment section. But this whole thing of you're strong, you're brave, you're smart because you're listening to me. That's fashy shit, dog. Like, god damn. That's creating this whole issue where you're right because you're listening to me. So feel good about yourself. But fuck, let's continue.
All right, and that is a tactic used by beta males. Now, in the situation that we have here, okay, and in regards to the election, let's just look at some of these things here, because a lot of these things, you know, these are going to be great stories for us to tell in the next 6 to 8 weeks. A lot of things are going on. Okay, a lot of people have went to the streets. All of a sudden, we forgot masks. All of a sudden, I mean, I'm looking and going, what is going on right here? We're having guys reach back into slavery. I don't get it. I don't get why we keep going back to here, talking about all of this racism and all of these things. I don't get why we're doing this, but
wait, fuck no. First of all, the beta male energy that you're quote unquote talking about are literally conservatives who were pissed that the election didn't go their way and their great God, King, Emperor Trump didn't get elected. And these were always the motherfuckers who didn't like wearing masks. These were always the motherfuckers like, you can't tell me what to do. Oh shit, I have a lung infection. My God, King Emperor Trump said COVID was a lie. Oh shit, he has COVID. Oh shit. Like, fuck. And let's also talk about this fucking point. Did he really say that we don't need to go back to slavery and racism? The whole make America great again. The whole I want my country back. That's coming from somewhere, dog. And when was America great? Can we tell? When was America great? According to these people. Like, is it when, was it the 1990s when America was great? No, it wasn't the 90s. Was it the 80s? No, it was the 80s, even though Ronald Reagan was around and cocaine was plentiful. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Was it the 70s? Nah, because it was still getting over the hippies and disco and all that other good shit. And, you know, that's when the gays came out. So that couldn't be great for people like him. No. Was it the 60s? No, that's when the black people got out of their place and actually wanted rights and shit. What was it, the 50s? Was it the 50s? Was it the 50s where people knew where their place was? Huh? Was that the 50s? Huh? Where the housewife knew she was a housewife. She stayed home breastfed and pregnant and shit. even though that's still a bullshit lie. Like, we had some of the same social issues now that we did back then. We had the same social issues then as we do back now, but it was just a little bit more hidden under the rug. And like, oh yeah, people was oppressed and a lot of shit happened. But, you know, was it the 50s? Is that when America was great? Is that when America was great? Fuck guys like this. But let's hear them talk.
The reason why we're doing this is simply because they're trying to engage, they're trying to draw you in with the emotions, all right? And when you have grown men crying or fake crying or appearing to cry, you guys got to understand that that is a manipulative tactic to get you to believe something that you might not necessarily see. Now, you might believe that it exists, but it only exists because the media is telling you that it exists. And let me tell you something. The media is doing a great 1-2 punch on the ignorant public who don't understand how processes work, okay? And if you don't do your research, okay, you can go by what the media is saying if you were listening to them, but I do a lot less listening to them and simply put, I am a media company, all right? I am disseminating information or thought at least, but more of it is mostly an opinion. Well, this opinion comes from years of experience. This opinion comes from education that I've had, not necessarily from emotion. Okay, very few times have you heard me speak from emotions unless it was like comical or something like this.
So, you're fucking telling me that the only reason why you would have emotion is to fucking belittle people? Wow, you're a fucking sociopath. Fuck, like I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I personally have emotions all the time. It's motherfucking. It's a motherfucking good habit. I almost called it a bad habit. But like, what really irritates me, and I actually found the clip. What irritates me is these motherfuckers who sit back and try to actually say that, you know, they are just logical and reasonable. And here, is this an example of the fake crying? Let's do it.
I care. That's it.
I would eventually give all my money away. Yeah, fake crime. This is manipulation on like a whole different level. Oh, us billionaires are being taxed too much because we're multi-billionaires. Oh, because we need a Trump in the White House. Oh, because no, motherfucker, no. Fuck this. Fuck this. The reason why you see the like, who is it? Who is it? John Boehner, Speaker of the House, always crying about some bullshit. But you know what he was crying about? All the fucking checks that he used to fucking cash from the tobacco lobby. It's like these people don't realize we have video of this shit. Like Tucker Carlson. He's got to be the saddest fucking individual because they're just going to take away my country and then I might have to press 1 for English or 2 for Spanish. Like, what the fuck, man? Fuck these guys. But let's continue.
Right? I got to make this funny somehow, all right? So a lot of times I will amp up my, talk or rhetoric or something like that to make things a little bit funny. However, when I'm speaking seriously to you, I'm speaking very intentional about what's going on.
And these guys don't know what comedy is. Like, for real. They don't know what comedy is. What I'm doing right now is entertainment. I would definitely not call it comedy. Fuck. I don't even think that I'm funny. You know what I thought is funny one time? I literally made a picture. Like, and you can actually see it on my fucking DeviantArt page. It's called Tempest. Like, where I literally actually drew a woman with white hair named Tempest riding on a Black Panther. And if you actually get that joke, your ass is just as perverted as I am. But, like, that's humor. That's using sarcasm, wit. That's using things to actually try to get you to have a laugh. But being an asshole and saying it's a funny music is not making a joke. It is not making a joke. That's not joking. Being cruel, being demonstrably destructive to someone and saying it's a funny fucking music is not a fucking joke. It's not funny. And if you think that's your brand of humor, fuck you. A punchline is not funny if you're punching down. But fuck. Maybe I'm just that beta male that you think that other people are. But let's continue.
What's going on here? A lot of people are in the compliance mode. When you think about them telling you to cover yourself and mask yourself and do all these things to take away your identity. And then you see manipulation on one side. People gaslight a group of people for doing something that the very next week, people say, oh, this is okay over here when they do it. But when these people do it, they are the killers, all right? They're the granny killers. But these people over here, it's okay because it's a joyous celebration.
My identity is not my face. Fuck. I'm tired of this fucking talking point. My identity is not my face. It's my fucking voice. And I'm sorry, I can talk through a mask just fine. My identity is not how I look. It is experiences. It is experiences. It's the fucking. It's the life I've led. The people I've touched. You know what I mean. I am not like these are the like for all the like. Do they get the irony? For all the bullshit in the world, these are the people that saying, well, you shouldn't use your identity to define who you are. They're mad because they can't show who their face is. It's, you're putting a muzzle on me. And it's just like, dude, like, no. The fuck? You actually see these motherfuckers, right? All right, hear me out. The reason why you see the fucking Antifa black bloc is because these motherfuckers meld in to each other and then you just see the black bloc. But motherfuckers that invaded the Capitol on the fucking 6th, you know what happened? I need to be special. I need to be... And they caught your ass. A motherfucker was wearing a shamanistic headdress. And they caught his ass because he wanted to be special and different. Except for in politics and except for the way he thinks. Everything else, he falls in line. But he wanted to look different. But let's continue.
So we're not even going to mention it. All right. You have the question right there immediately. What is going on? All right. I don't care what you believe about what is going on in terms of why you need to do it. However, when they excuse on one side and they allow on the other side, you have to understand that they're telling you compliance when it's necessary for them, and they can.
All right, I'm just so fucking done. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do anymore. Yeah, these. God damn. Okay. Yeah, beta male energy. Wow. I don't know what else to say. Like, these motherfuckers, like, how? Like, why? Like, why do they feel this way? You know what's funny is that a lot of these people actually are so caught up with, being the alpha, being on top. But they don't realize that most of the leaders of the pack in the wild, especially of our closest, animal cousins. Fuck, that's real redundant because we still are animal. But our closest primate cousins aren't the biggest or the strongest males. They're the ones that build consensus. They're the ones that actually do that actually work together the most in order to bring a group dynamic. And you actually see it. Like when you see a lot of the for instance, like one of my favorite animes, Naruto. Like he's obviously, yeah, he's one of the strongest. But you know what made that even in universe, it's like he's one of the stupidest motherfuckers in the fucking world. But what made him actually fucking so revered, and even his previous incarnation, Hashirama Senzu, is that people actually know, like, we want to work with you because you want to actually you ask for our help, and you help build a consensus, and you want to work to help. And that's not beta male energy. That's leader energy. Where you realize it's not about I'm gonna rule over you guys, but how are we gonna get through this together? Anyway, guys, shit. If you want to actually help with collectivism, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have subscribed and haven't hit that notification bell, please hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I'm going live or release a new video. Okay. Do I have one more video in me? I know we normally do about 2 hours. I was a little bit late today. We can do one more video. Okay? So. I have an idea. Hey guys, do you know what time zones are? Do you know what time zones are? I know what time zones are. Let's see. Time zones. I'm in the Central Standard Time myself. Time zone map. We're gonna bring this up. It's almost as we have a time zone map. So I'm in Central right here. It is 10:36. Yay. Let's go to let's see UTC. Universal, I forgot what it's called. Let's go to this one. The one where Britain is on the prime meridian. It is 4 a.m. there. Wow. Yay. But you see how it was 10:36 here and 4:36 here? 4:36 there? So yeah, they're already in tomorrow. Let's go to the one that most of Europe is in. And it is going to be this one. Oh, it's 5:37. So, let's go to a weird one, right? So there are some that have weird ones. So Tehran. You see how the line's a little bit, and you may not be able to see it, but it's like hashtag. So we're gonna look at the Tehran one, and Did it come up? No, it's not coming up for some reason. But India is actually different because it's half of a time zone. So it's 10:07. So yeah, some places, but you know, this is a nice like little website that says time and date, and it tells you different time zones. You can actually click on it. So why does this motherfucker doesn't know how to use a fucking website? This is Dave, Lord of Patriarchy. And quite frankly, this is one angry, stupid motherfucker. And it is it's gonna be fucking hilarious. Now, this is actually his video. AOC is afraid of big meanie guns at Capitol. Now, this was premiered on January the 22nd. After, you know, an insurrection talking about, hey, let's kill people as members of Congress. But I'm sure she's just making this shit up, being hyperbolic and shit. So let's go.
Well, little bitty AOC is all scared. She needs her teddy bear when she's in Congress. Because she doesn't feel safe around colleagues. Like, what the hell is gonna happen, bitch?
Mind you, this was premiered on January the 22nd, 2021. The article that he's looking at, and I know you guys probably can't see it, the article that he's looking at was written on January the 22nd, also 2020. Time 1:32 a.m. But let's hear this bullshit.
Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or AOC, or as I like to call her, Little Lexi, appeared Thursday on Cuomo Primetime and spoke about the continuing threat of Republican lawmakers carrying guns onto the House floor. I don't know what the status of D.C. is for concealed carry, but if they have the legal right to carry it, why the hell not?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. I'm trying. Like, if I don't speed him up, he talks slow. And I know I talk slow sometimes, but he talks fucking slow. But, oh, God. I'm trying to get through the pain a little bit quicker, but we're going to turn him back down to regular. Oh, God. But, fix this camera. One of the things that Dave like has an issue with is like he wants to be this contrarian, this fucked up ass contrarian that he believes that he's shitting on both left and right. But Dave, we literally had motherfucking congressmen, like we literally just had a fucking congresswoman threaten Cori Bush in the motherfucking because what was that, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who literally like we had to move Cori Bush's office in the Capitol because threats from Congress people to other Congress people. Now I get it. I think there was a time where you can actually fight in Congress and shit wouldn't happen to you in the actual House of Representatives. Like, and they used to like do crazy shit. And like they used to do crazy shit where they would actually fight. But the fact is, do you really want to have a fucking shootout in the halls of fucking Congress, which literally, let's be honest, Marjorie Taylor Greene is fucking crazy. She should not actually be in Congress anymore. She should be she should be out of Congress because she has said she wanted people in Congress to die, and now she's there. But it's okay but my Second Amendment, cool. You can have your Second Amendment, but you know those little signs on the doors of business that says no weapons or shit like that? Put one right there on the fucking hall of Congress and keep it moving. Let's continue.
Republican lawmakers are going to pull a gun on you? No, they're not. Anyway, she skipped Joe Biden's inauguration on Wednesday, choosing instead to support striking grocery workers in the Bronx. Unions are terrible.
Why? Please explain why unions are terrible. Please explain why unions are terrible. Like, just explain that shit. You don't want to explain it? You just have this truism that you're going to say? But, fuck, let's continue.
And I say this as a former union member. I know they suck because I was forced to join one. And let me tell you, when the shit hit the fan and I actually needed the fuckers, they were nowhere to be found. All union representatives do, or union people, they sit on their ass, they do nothing for complaints. The only people they seem to lift a finger for is to help terrible employees that should be fired.
Does he actually recognize the point of his argument? So is he saying he wasn't a terrible employee? Or did they actually do their job and actually let a terrible employee get fired? Like, I would want to know the rest of that story. But no, fuck no. We know Dave, he's competent and such a people person, right? Right?
So, yeah, unions terrible. Outside of a very few industry, all the unions could fucking go bye-bye. We had very real security concerns as well. We still don't feel safe around other members of Congress. How much is we? I think a very considerable amount. Well, most everyone was there.
Probably did watch that anti-union
She cited
video.
Andy Harris as proof. The congressman from Maryland tried to sneak a gun into the House chamber but was stopped by police, at which point he reportedly tried passing it off to someone else. And what do you think he's going to do even if he has a gun in there?
What do you do with guns if you think that people shouldn't be in the House of Congress, Dave? When you've actually said that people should actually die, what do you think people would do with guns? Like, I want to say that this is still after January the 6th, 2021. Like, this is after that time frame. Like, we already know that these motherfuckers fomented an insurrection and was actually saying where certain Congress people were. But let's continue.
Dear AOC, I know you probably sit in your little pillow fort under your, when your bed's in a kitty corner and you sit in that little fort and you read your picture books. Well, guess what? A gun isn't magical. A gun can't load itself, fly around, and randomly shoot people.
Yes, Dave, we know. It's not the gun that kills people. People kill people. And guess what? This gun didn't magically try to make its way through Congress. Somebody had the shit. But let's continue.
Following the deadly insurrection, 1, it wasn't deadly. 2, it wasn't an insurrection. And 3, what the fuck was the Chaz Chop if you're going to cause what that was as an insurrection? No, it was a bunch of idiot Trump supporters that got rowdy. Now, do they deserve to go to jail? Yes.
So, yeah, this motherfucker's hurting my ears too. First. All right, let's me and you. Let's come in closer. Dave, it was a fucking insurrection that people died. This is literally on January the 22nd, 2021. People died. That was deadly. Because people died. When people die, that's because it's deadly. If people die, it's deadly. If it's deadly if people die. How? No wonder why actual Jake calls him Lord of Cringe, because he... Oh, God. Fuck. Let's continue.
Yes, I've said this 5,900 times, but I having to keep repeating it. Just as every motherfucker that's Antifa or BLM that riots and loots and all that other shit can go to jail. They can all be loaded up on the same fucking bus and drove to the same fucking prison. Also, was it a deadly insurrection when people stormed the Senate to try to stop the confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh? What the fuck was that? Was that Americans' voice?
Oh, did he just do a whataboutism over actual protests in an orderly fashion where no one died, where there were no weapons? I don't know if he's dishonest or just fucking stupid. Because one of things are not like the others. Wow. Okay, Dave. Oh, what? Wow. Brett Kavanaugh. Brett Kavanaugh. Wow. People I don't remember that news story. I remember protests. I remember nonviolent protests. But guess what, Dave? What happened on the 6th wasn't non-violent, you stupid motherfucker.
Giving the Senate their voice, or were they deadly insurrectionists? You have to make up your mind. I'm done with double standards. The second you have a double standard, to me, your point is garbage. Your point is trash. It is useless. Some House members became suspicious that the Republican colleagues may have been in on it. Metal detectors were installed outside the chamber as an extra precaution. Some members have attempted to flout the new safety measures. Lauren Boebert has spoken openly about her desire to carry a gun with her at all times. Again, she has the legal right to do it. And the Second Amendment says she can do it. Reportedly clashed with Capitol Police on the first day the metal detectors were installed. Some House members have just ignored them after setting them off. The moment you bring a gun onto the House floor in violation of the rules, you put everyone around you in danger. No!
Okay, so let's actually talk about this. And this is going to piss off some Jimmy Dore fans, but what happens is the House, when they convene a Congress, we're currently in the 117th, they come up with different rules. Different rules you must abide by because you're a representative. And when you are a representative that is actively using your duty in the House, then there are certain guidelines that you have to follow. It's something that happens every time we have a new Congress. It just is. And hear me out. Hear me out with this one, right? You know that normal people can't come in to the Capitol with weapons, right? You know that's a thing, right? They still have to go through metal detectors, right? They do. Now, there were no metal detectors for congressmen because they enter a different way. So they could have actually flouted that up until now. But the fact is, when you're supporting a fucking insurrection, yeah, I look at you fucking different. Because you're supporting people that would have came in there and killed me. I'm just saying, like, you know, unless he gonna go into the white genocide, like, Dave, you kind of can't do a whataboutism with this one. Oh, wait, I probably gave him a fucking idea.
Guns are not sentient. They are tools, for lack of a better term. Long as it isn't fucking in the hand of someone or you don't hear it go off, everyone's fine. Guns can't magically fire on their own.
Does he not realize they're talking about people who actually said they wanted to kill other members of Congress holding weapons? Does he, like, there is making a straw man, and there is like, there is constructing a whole sand castle that just wind can actually blow that shit over. No one is saying that the guns are going to magically obtain sentience and start mowing people down. That's not what we're saying, Dave. Like, forehead meme, like, here's an idea. Here's an idea. Maybe that they are worried that, I don't know, these people that have the guns may try to hurt other people. You know, the congressmen. You know, the ones that supported the insurrection. But maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe I'm not being charitable enough. Maybe Dave will get to this.
It's irresponsible. It's reckless. Beyond that, it's a violation of the rules. Oh, like how Ilhan Omar violated the rules by wearing her stupid fucking hijab on Congress's floor in clear violation of no headwear. But oh no, we had to change the rules for little old her, despite the fact that a bunch of fucking Jews served in Congress long before her, and all of them took off their yarmulkes. Again, I said a bunch of Jews just because I don't know all the names of all the Jewish
You're right, Ziggurat. This is the definition of whataboutism. And wow. Anti-Semitism. I can't say the word right now because I'm fucking tired. And this motherfucker just broke my brain. Wow. Fuck. Like, you're equating a religious garb to a gun, dog. Wow. Wow. I mean, like, I know America has a gun culture, but it's a religious item as well. Like, what the fuck? Wow. 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 That just broke my brain. How the fuck are you gonna equate a hijab to a gun by people who like it's not like she's wearing the Doctor Strange like cloak of levitation where she wraps it around her head and then all of a sudden it becomes sentient. Ironically, to your argument, it can wrap itself around other people's throat. This is a fucking gun compared to a head wrap. Fuck. Wow. Fuck this dude. But we're almost finished with this motherfucker. Let's continue.
Representatives since the country began off the top of my head. Needless to say, there were Orthodox Jews in the goddamn government and they took off their yarmulke because of the rules. But oh no, we had to change the fucking rules for little old her, which was bullshit. She should have been forced to take off her stupid fucking hijab. Like again.
And you should be forced to motherfucking put time zones correctly. Fuck. Like, wow. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Like, fuck this guy. Oh, God. I don't know how much more long I can take it. Let's continue.
Do you really think God cares what you have on your head? You're openly disobeying the rules that we have established as a community. Bullshit. You only care about the rules when it benefits you, which means you cannot be trusted to be held accountable to what you've decided as a community. Pelosi announced a hefty fine for lawmakers who bypass the metal detectors. But besides, I'd love to know how she plans to enforce that. If she fined me, I'd be like, fuck you, I'm not paying it. Take me to court. Take me to court. Or try to impeach my ass. Go for it, bitch.
You ever think that he may have a problem with women? I'm just saying, you may ever think that Dave has a problem with women? I don't know. It's just okay. Let's continue.
AOC believes bringing a gun to the House floor creates an unnecessary danger. Oh my God. Unless your lawmaker, while you're giving a speech, is playing Russian roulette, there is no danger. Gun.
Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of like, wow. So I don't know if he recognizes that there are people who are fucking unhinged that may want to harm other members of Congress. I mean, like, wow, Dave. I don't even know anymore. Yeah. This is the epitome of... I mean, like, do you guys think that a guy named Lord of Patriarchy may have a problem with women? You guys may think that the guy that's named Lord of Patriarchy may not understand that, maybe that he plays his hands too much. But of course, we've already done a video about Dave. Hopefully soon I can bring a surprise for you guys. But other than that, I do want to say that if you want to say fuck people that think like this and fuck, I just don't even know. I fucking don't know. How the fuck does he not realize that people are talking about unhinged congresspeople actually being fucking violent? Does he not fucking get that? Like, am I the only one? Fuck, of course you guys see it too. Am I the only one that sees that no one's talking about that the gun is gonna go all Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines? that we're talking about these people who have actively said that they want to kill members of Congress and supported insurrections. Maybe they shouldn't have a gun on the floor of Congress. But anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody who's watched. If you like this, if you like this channel, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and it would help out my channel so much. Shit. You know, I am fucking done for the night. That just broke my brain. Wow. I don't know what else to say. I just feel that, like, wow, yeah. If you haven't, guys, like, I want to say, hit that thumbs up on this video. Of course, you're going to be getting the clips. If you weren't able to, if you came in late, thank you for staying. And, like, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. And as we do every time, peace.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. They're probably afraid of that, because then people don't hate each other, then people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, you know, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, you know. But and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but.
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe.
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know. It just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
Levels them.
Pretty soon it's all gone.
Is that what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.